Alright, we're here with Craig Jones, 21-year-old English rider that will turn 21 this week on Monday, didn't you, Craig?
Yes, I did, yeah.
He's signed for Petronas Racing this year to contest the World Superbike Championship alongside Steve Martin. Just thought we'd take this opportunity, Craig, to learn a little bit about your background. So tell us where you started in motorcycling and your way forward to what's brought you through to today.
Yeah, well, I started riding when I was 3 years old. I got a little Yamaha PW50 off my mum for Christmas, and it all started from there, really. My dad took me to a few motocross meetings. I wasn't really interested in doing that. Didn't take any interest at all until I was probably about 10, and I saw many motos, and that's what took my career. I mean, I started doing that and just progressed from there, and here I am now in World Superbikes.
Okay, now I know you've got a trials bike that you practice on at home. You'd never done that before. You didn't do speedway or motocross, and you went straight to mini motor, straight to tarmac.
Polini took me on board from 10 years old, and I was a factory rider with them for about 4 years. I won 2 British Championships. From there I went on to British 125 in the Super Team Championships, Standard 125 Aprilia bikes, and there's probably about 40 of us out there.
Well, that's certainly a very different career progression to the Aussie riders, obviously, yeah. Because we do not have there's no opportunity for our juniors to hit the tarmac really until they turn 15 or 16,
yeah.
When they go straight onto a 125. There has been every now and then there's a little movement gets up with Morawaki 80s, but certainly not the stage of getting factory riders at 10 years old, that's for sure. So so your background all tarmac. I know you raced against Casey in 125s, I believe, when Casey first went to Britain.
My second year in 125s when Casey came over. Raced against him for probably half a year, and then I finished that championship and started doing the proper British 125 championship. And
then you went on to British Supersport, and you got a couple of wild cards.
Well, I did Junior Superstock before that. I did British Junior Superstock, which is 600 production-based machines. I did half a year in that before breaking my legs and not being able to continue for the rest of that year. Coming back in 2002 and winning the championship, which then took me on to Triumph to British Supersport.
And you did, was it 2 or 3 wild cards in World Supersport?
Yeah,
you qualified on the front row?
Yeah. I got front row at Silverstone. Unfortunately, my bike broke down after 3 laps with a slipping clutch. I think I was 6th at Brno, wildcarding for Tenkate when Fujiwara was injured, and also Brands Hatch.
And what's it been like stepping onto the Foggy Petronas bike, the big triple? Obviously a lot more horsepower, a whole different level again.
It's around 60 horsepower more, so it's quite a big step. Slick tyres for the first time. There's a lot of news for me, including the circuits, but yeah, I've learned quite a few of them already. So
I spoke to you earlier in the week. You said you'd been looking forward to getting to ride Phillip Island. You'd seen it on TV with Foggy, etc., years ago. And how did you find the circuit?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, the best bit for me was probably Lukey Heights. I've been looking forward to riding that corner most of my life, watching Troy and all your guys, and also Carl and all my heroes ride here, and to come here for the first time and ride, it's been a real experience. Now,
did you do the Qatar test late last year as well?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And how did you go there?
Yeah, I ended about half a second off Steve, which was quite good. Unfortunately, Steve was still injured from his kidney operation, and I had food poisoning for the whole 3 days, so we were both men down, but I think we ended about second off Andrew Pitt and Hager, so we had a good test even though we were both men down. Okay,
and from here, where do we go next?
Just straight to the first race. Obviously the guys are going to get the bikes back, and we've got a lot of developing to do before the first race, and there's bits and pieces that we can do to improve the bike's performance, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's a circuit that I've already rode and enjoyed, and hopefully we can put some good results in.
Alright, thanks for your time today, Craig, and best of luck for the season.
Thank you very much.